I was editing some of my games and I noticed that there was some kind of echo-ish or something. I don't know what was going on with that. But I
hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
I did, ma'am. And so, I hope this is much better than before. Please let me know. I am still a newbie at all this technology stuff, unfortunately. Alright, let's go to Zenobia? Zenobia. This sounds like a city or country name.
Hello, Zenobia. I've found all of your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
My map.
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
No. Should I? What if I say no? I think I'll keep them. Does that make me really bad?
Of course. They are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
That's a horrible idea. No one wants to get that awful stench all over them again.
Yeah.
Why not?
No offense.
Gobstones are splendid fun, and now everyone knows the rules. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
I did not notice that those were eyes. Alright, let's talk.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accomplish...
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate, and keep your wand steady.
Incendio.
Where are your school robes?
Huh? Oh. Yeah, I may have sold those. You learn enough so that you need to swap a different item. Okay.
Good work.
Whoa. Okay, so I would say this one. Oh. 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 Let's complete.
Ah, there you are.
Hello.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills.
Will do.
That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Oh,
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your
is...
schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
Damn. Well, I guess that means I'm going alone.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow.
Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
Of course not.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
So, later comes on. Oh. Who are they?
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner.
perfect.
So don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
I will. Oh, shoot, okay. But for how long? Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second. So, how do I... Hold on, how do I do this? Oh, okay. So, disillusionment, it must be... No. This one. So, I guess I'll do this with...
Quietly now.
If I can see you, the prefects might be able to as well.
I guess it can, like, until forever. What? Damn it! Okay. Try again. Ah. We're in. Ooh. That's lucky. Let's do it again.
Silent as a grave. Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Damn. You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me?
Yes.
The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Good idea.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Alright, she says so.
Is someone there?
The key. Here it is.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Alright, so we're gonna go down. Use basic cast while detected to lure authority figures and enemies to a desired location. Oh! Seriously, you couldn't have told me that before? Aim mode LT. Grants precision spell targeting will deal additional spell targets. Thanks. Oopsie.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Who? Who's Ghost?
Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
Alright, whew.
So what is it you've been looking for?
Yeah, what happened?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else.
Revelio. Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Don't worry about that.
Revelio.
Okay, nothing here.
Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
Revelio.
Something's over there.
Who have we here?
Oh, he scared me.
Sebastian Solo and his new little friend.
Yo,
out
please.
exploring where they shouldn't be.
Shh, shut up.
Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going
blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Alright, so this is repairing, so let's try.
Repairer. Of course. Traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room.
Okay, my stuff.
That's it.
Let me prep this up, guys, because if I know better, I feel like we're gonna go into battle, so if that's the case, then... alright, let's use this one. Why does it look so bad? I guess that's it. Oh, there's more? Oh, okay. Whatever, if I made... I don't know what this not doing, but... I feel like I don't need this anymore. This is Lumos, right? So just in case. Oh, wait a minute. Oops. That's not what I was trying to do.
Where might this lead? To wake up that rune over there.
That's one way, right?
Revelio.
Oh, come on.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Oh shit.
Potato! Stupefy!
Oh, come on. Oh, come on! What is this? You're gifted ancient magic. Okay, attacking or taking damage. Successful 10+ hit combos. Recover a small amount of health. Okay, that sounds good. When at least one segment, you can cast devastating ancient magic attacks that deal massive damage. Again, where was this when I needed this information? When I was attacking the soldiers, or whatever they were. Oh, come on. Oh! My bad. To me, please. I have a weak heart, please.
This must be the way forward. But to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Nobly's coat. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's do this. Coat. Okay. So let me. I don't know if I can break down this. Oh. Still trying upset. Okay, fine. Whatever. I'm feeling I have to. Okay. I can do this.
Is a book after all.
Where's the... Okay, I guess this is it. I think I drank too much potions. Let's get the book and get out of here. Oh, it's one of those pensive thingies I forgot. that Hogsmeade? Or was that Hogsmeade?
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Right.
Sebastian!
I forgot.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But
that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
there was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Oh man, he's there.
You
cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor.
Yeah, I'm right here.
I'll see what I can find out.
Is that?
Sir,
Oh, Professor
I was
Sharp.
able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
Let's see.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Good
Fair
idea,
enough.
sir.
In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still,
Maybe that girl.
I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them?
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Actually, I have learned a lot. Ah, shoot. Okay. So...
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
So just a little bit of a catch-up, guys, just because I thought Natty has a little small quest for me as other students have, but no, she's like going all operation out right now. She wants to destroy, I'm trying to remember what his name is, the gangster guy, you know, Napbrook or whatever, who's trying to get me. That's what you guys missed. So as promised, I am here in the herbology class, so let us begin.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello! Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
Oh my god, it looks so silly.
We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Oh. Okay. I thought it
Now,
was gonna be
everyone,
That's
grip
it.
their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Uh-oh.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new core and cut out the soil!
Yeah, so stay there. Stay there.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
She makes it sound so easy and nice.
Reparo!
Oh. That makes sense.
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word.
The best time to plant a seed is last season.
Oh.
The second best time is now.
I do wonder. Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
So what, like you just grab it and then you just throw it to the enemy? Is that how it works? That's a very interesting
Yes,
concept.
Professor. Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Naturally, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see, how to balance my... Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time.
And that is until when?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Well, if she said chomping, then yeah, of course.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander.
Oh,
I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your
Yeah, he
duel
was
with
there.
Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
If I remember correctly, I also...
Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it,
Battled.
and they'll do the rest.
Hold LB. Check. Okay. To tap R to open it.
Look at that.
Well
chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
What do I do?
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Alright. Just not take this. I don't know what for, but I'm taking it.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves, I shall end our lesson here.
I attended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
This is Professor Sharp, right?
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity.
Who are you?
I'm Gareth, by the way.
Oh.
Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Yeah, why not?
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
Yeah, I don't think
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Alright. I mean, as long as he doesn't find out, then...
Your potion should not be that...
Revelio.
Remember, precision is key when brewing potions.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
What am I doing?
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Well, that's firework.
What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will...
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
How did he know? Does he know?
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson.
Yes, I have.
As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Whew. I was scared he was going to deduct my points.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Wasn't expecting that literally to blow up in my face.
Seriously?
It was rather brilliant, though.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his...
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term.
Alright, let me see. What else do I have? I still need to do this. I don't know where I'm going to do this.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope. Get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Black.
Scrope? Who is Scrope?
What the fuck is going on? No, I don't want you to get the box. Oh wait, maybe I'm supposed to. Yeah! Almost there. Head for the pumpkins. Just down from the stone circle. Look inside one of them. You may be able to help poor broken-hearted Scrope.
Pumpkins? Oh, I think I know just the place.
This is kind of sketchy. Okay. I think this is where, well, it's supposed to be in the future, right? Where Hagrid is supposed to be living in, right? So. Still think it's kind of weird, but okay. Chicken! Oh, you know what? I'm going first. Get my treasure chest or whatever I need. Wait a minute. Oh, I did come here. Alright, so he says he's in the pumpkins. Among the rocks. Circle of rocks. East rock? Oh, hello. I like how he has his hats off. Alright.
This looks intriguing.
Maybe here? Circle of rocks. Search the pump. I'm sorry. Search the pumpkin patch, but let her know. I'm getting scolded by the scarecrow. Is it here, right? Oh no! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No! I'm so sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get that. Sorry. Okay, there you go. The young Slytherin must be exceptionally curious, madame. Meet Scrope at the water's edge by the broken docks.
Down to the water's edge.
I thought it was
This
broken.
had better not be a trick.
I thought it was a broken heart sprock. Oh, it wasn't.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Okay.
Undermining the headmaster and getting something in return. Continue.
Oh, Scrope does not intend to undermine the headmaster. In fact, Scrope wants to surprise him. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
How did you know that I'd found a book, and that it's missing pages?
Scrope and the other house elves are good at staying out of sight. Scrope hears and sees many things in the castle. Scrope knows how to keep secrets.
Tell me more about this treasured ring.
It's adorned with the Black family crest. The headmaster would be pleased with Scrope for returning it.
What happened to your ear?
How did you injure your ear?
The Blacks have a tradition of decapitating their house elves when their service is no longer required. One day, dear Apollonia was understandably frustrated with Scrope and got a bit too eager with a cleaver. Scrope was able to convince the sweet girl of his value and now views this small injury as a reminder of her good heart.
Wow.
It seems this may help us both.
Way of seeing it.
I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast and place it on the pedestal there. Good luck.
Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
Toasts. Good to know.
Could it be? A visitor?
Who are you?
Oh! Ah! Ooh! Ah! The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book?
Oh.
Not my finest moment.
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next? Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages.
How did you lose your
I
head?
think I can guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. After that, I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Oh. Why the toast?
Why did I need the toast to get in here?
Oh, that was Apollonia's idea. Seems some squids love toast. They should have taught you that at Hogwarts.
I don't think so.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's sure to cause the most chaos. He dropped them after a particularly aggressive romp through the library.
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of a, well, my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
Okay. Let me see what else is here, though.
Revelio.
Ooh. Okay.
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
Okay, I guess that's that. Alright.
Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollina's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
Phew, that boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves.